Today we're discussing Universal's Epic Universe and what the indefinite delay means for the future of the park. Once again, if you're new here, this is a very new channel, so any subscription, like, or comment helps immensely and is greatly appreciated. So now that we got all that out of the way, let's get right into today's news. So Epic Universe, as we all know, was delayed. It was originally supposed to open in 2023, got postponed to 2024. Now Universal says that until the economic future of the Orlando and theme park economy is more certain, that they will open it. But as of now, that's very uncertain right now. So it's a very valid reason for them to halt productions, but it's also a very concerning one for theme park fans. The biggest news to come for this would be Nintendo World being delayed or being moved to a new park. I guess not necessarily being delayed, I mean like being delayed with the park. Or being moved to Universal Studios and Kids Zone. Now, I'm going to kind of break down my opinion on everything, and I'm going to break down the general public opinion. My opinion on this is that I think it's not a crazy idea to think that Nintendo World will be utilized in Kids Zone where it was originally supposed to be put, but I don't think that's going to happen because I think what I'm seeing a lot of rumors from like general public stuff is that the park isn't going to open until like near 2030. And I just don't see that happening. I see it being delayed a couple years, but it might take a while for, I understand Orlando's economy to bounce back from this and the theme park industry, tourism, everything. But I would guess 2026 earliest, maybe just delayed a couple years, if things, kind of lighten up. But I couldn't see it much later than 2027, and I don't think that's much of a reason from a 3-year difference. If we go to the 2024 date they said after the fact, I don't see that as much of a reason to totally move Nintendo World to Universal Studios and Kids Zone. The only way I could see that happening is if Nintendo, the company, says we need to put this out quickly, and maybe it's a business thing. The other thing is that Illumination is making Nintendo films, and if they're going to plan to release Nintendo films in 2023, are they going to want to wait till 2027 to do that? So, me personally, at first I thought it'd be cool for Kids Zone to do Nintendo Land, then they announced Epic Universe, and I was like, oh yeah, let's do that. I love a whole theme park idea. It gives us as much space as they need, really. So I will be disappointed to see it come back to Kids Zone. I'm still grateful that we're getting it, but I'll be kind of disappointed. But I know there's some rumors flying around there that are thinking like they're going to totally cancel Epic Universe, and I don't see that happening. I truly think this is a big project, especially since they've announced it. I think it's a big project for them. If they hadn't announced it and it was in the early stages, I could see them canceling the plans momentarily. But even if they were talking about it, this is something I think that it was inevitable down the line. The fact that they closed the Wet and Wild area, they cleared all the space for it. Even if they hadn't done all that and they were just in the talks about it, I think even whether it's now or 2040, I think we were going to get a third Universal park. It's just a matter of when. And it's a little disappointing to hear the news about Nintendo World possibly coming to Kids Zone, but again, it's just all speculation. But let's hope that me personally, I guess, I would rather wait for Nintendo World with the rest of the park to get the best experience rather than having Nintendo World and Universal and Epic Universe is maybe lacking that extra link. Because to me, Nintendo World was the defining property for Epic Universe. Like, I loved the idea of Universal Monsters. I'm a big Horror Nights horror fan. Got both posters up there. Loved that idea. But as far as just like theme park, like tourism and attractions and stuff, I think to draw people in, it would be Nintendo World. With How to Train Your Dragon and Universal Monsters as like nice accompaniment. Again, those are all speculated lands, but kind of confirmed because this type of speculation usually turns out to be correct. But I could see anything could change now. Now that the financial future is uncertain for Universal, it's going to bounce back no matter what. They have too much money and too much everything for that not to happen. But right now they're kind of in a sticky situation as they're trying to build the Velocicoaster that's coming, the new rumored Universal Studios ginormous store in City Walk. They're started construction on that. I know there's like one more thing I'm forgetting, but they're doing some construction now and they're spending money on that. So I understand how an entire theme park would be rough in this era that we're in right now. So I totally understand it. I just would rather wait. I hope we can just get Nintendo World with Epic Universe with some of the other lands accompanying it. So with that being said, thank you very much for watching. Like I said before, subscribing, commenting, liking, anything truly does help to grow this channel. I would love to grow the hut, love to get better content, better cameras, better audio, go to the parks, record vlogs. I plan to do that very soon, and I would love your support to make that dream come true. So this has been another theme park hut video, and let's hope it's not the last.